Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming. As many in Holland do, I grew up on two wheels. The first memory I have on a bike was in Spain on the boulevard in Sitges. I was 3 years old and I was wearing a safety vest with a hand on my back so my father could catch me. My father ran behind me holding the safety handle in case I fell. Within a couple of times, I could ride my bike by myself. In Holland, the importance of bikes is significant. There are more bicycles than residents in the Netherlands, and in Amsterdam, up to 70% of all journeys are made by bike. In Holland, we do everything on the bike, just like here in Bali, on the motorbike. There's a big difference. But yet, so similar. It all began 6 years ago when my friend Adam and I spent our time mountain biking through Ubud. Over the years, it has become a serious hobby, and we've built bike parks and started doing tricks. My dream was to land a backflip in my life. I first practiced into a foam pit, and then I took it to the jumps. First one, brutal crash. Second one, I nearly made it. I looped out. The last one, yes, I got it. Thank you. COVID has impacted us all, and is a big part of my story. My family reset to Holland when I unexpectedly attended business school. I set up small businesses and sold tulip bulbs door to door. This is how we learned hardcore sales and other skills in business. At this college, I discovered a new me that was more commercial and business-minded, something I've not seen at the years of green school and in my life. Last September, I came back to green school for 12th grade, and I had to decide what to do for my project. Now, what would you do if you were thrown around for 2 years in different environments? I went within myself, and I discovered that I loved bikes, business, and sustainability. Sustainability meant more than just environment to me. To me, it meant something that lasts with a sustainable cycle. I realized that I had to combine these three: balance, bikes, business, and sustainability. My passion was to combine all three and to find the balance. Balance kept coming back to me. And my father always says it when I go out to a party, like, Fynn, keep the balance. On a bicycle, we need to maintain balance in order to keep moving forward. It was just the same with my project. Balance Bike Shop was born. Now, I invite you all to come on the journey with me. I investigated the market for bikes here in Bali. There was a big market, and a lot of locals and Westerners like to go for rides in the rice fields with their mountain bikes, road bikes, or even electric bikes. There were hardly any maintenance bicycle shops in the area of Canggu, and I saw that the majority of bikers drove an unsustainable 1.5 hour in the hot sun and busy traffic to a bike shop. I realized there was a big demand in the Canggu area for a bike shop, and this was the perfect mix I needed for my balanced bike shop business model I was creating for my Greenstone. I started my business in my room. My first customer was Petra, who was a bike enthusiast and needed service often. Before I knew it, my room was overloaded with bikes. It was getting so popular, I had to find a shop. My room was getting too small, and to this day, I've fixed a lot of bikes for my customers. I had to find a place, and after visiting several places with my friend Kadek, I had found one in Pandang Lijong. We chose for an open look type building so you could see our display of bikes outside from the street. We chose for a relatively small building because we're still a startup and have low budget. Tours made up another part of our income, and Balance Bike Shop organized an Earth Day tour from Canggun Ubud to school, an initiative that led to a once every 2 weeks bike ride up to school. But boy, was it hard to motivate the same group of people and get them on the bike once every 2 weeks. There was also a WoW Festival bike ride that Balance Bike Shop organized from Sese up around through the ricefields. It was very, very fun. For these tours, I discovered 5 bamboo bikes sitting here at the Green School next to the iHub. They were not getting used because they had broken shifters and flat tires. But I still saw value in them and fixed all 5 bamboo bikes up and used them for my tours. Balance Bike Shop model also supplies bikes to buy and rent. Community is an important part of our business. Since Petra was our first happy customer, she then went to her biker friends and told them about my services. And once she did that, again, my room got overloaded with bikes. To me, that is the core power of community in business, the word through mouth. Over the last couple months, I've been making and creating a community. I use tools like school assemblies and school newsletters to promote my rides. But by far, the most important tool was using Instagram. The core reason my business succeeds is because of this marvelous community. If there were no biker community here in Bali, I wouldn't have customers to sell or provide service to. It's because of you that I'm standing here. Tapping into community enables things to have longevity and sustainability. The goal has always been to help a local entrepreneur and to combine the business with a good cause. Because giving back to the community is as important as receiving, and the cycle goes on and on. I've spent over 6 years living in this beautiful paradise, and I want to keep a good connection with Bali, and not just come back once every while and surf. Ibu Penny, can you please join me on stage? I met Ibu Penny at the beginning of the year, and I discovered something that nearly no one knew about her. Ibu Penny has a beautiful initiative up in Singaraja called Sekala Bali. She helps local kids to learn English and math at the cost of 1 kilo of trash a month. It is beautiful what she does. Woo! Woo! And also voluntarily. It's fantastic. To make her project more sustainable over the long term, she needs some financial help. In order to get Sekala Bali to the next level, she needs to set up a yayasan to legalize her foundation. The amount needed for this is 10 million, which then can also pay for teachers and buy materials like whiteboards and pencils. Now, throughout my project of Balance Bike Shop, we have managed to earn money by fixing bikes and donations. Now, Ibu Penny, if you can hold this.
Yeah.
Ibu Penny can now use this money to legalize her foundation and make Sikala Bali much, much bigger. Thank you, Ibu Penny. Yeah, can you take it? Associating Balanced Bike Shop with Sikala Bali brings a feel-good factor. The ball is now in Ibu Penny's hands, and we hope we can be involved in Ibu Penny's foundation for many years to come. I have a huge bond with Bali, and I hope to continue this bond together with Ibu Penny. It was a great journey. Everything I wanted to achieve has been done. Helping a local entrepreneur, starting a community, owning my own business model, and most importantly, helping Ibu Penny with her foundation. I have managed to find my perfect balance. Now I challenge you all to find your balance. Thank you so much.